My name's Bruce Mills. I want to talk about how do you measure success? I measure mine by my dad. We all have different views on how to measure success. I was talking to a friend of mine in Toastmasters, Lisa. She had brought up this question in table topics back in January and inspired me to talk about this today. She has such a beautiful outlook on life and how she measures success. She got me questioning, how do I measure success? I have many things on my mind that I measure success with. Each one of them have different values to me or others. I do feel that all the things that I measure my success by helps drive me to reach my goals. This gives me inspiration and dedication to work hard and overcome the bumps in the road. As I'm sure you have heard people say that something isn't possible. I've heard it too many times that I'm just dreaming. Some of the ways I measure success is by how many people I help. And I mean I help them by improving their goals, to getting over past hurts. It may be they want less stress in their lives, to lose weight, quit smoking, get over a fear, or reduce pain, reach their goals, learn how to focus on improving their golf game. I have a goal to help over 10 million people around the world. I do feel with Toastmasters, I'm going to be able to reach more people than ever. I'm also studying comedy to help people laugh more. I feel laughing helps people reduce stress and anxiety. I have many other goals for marriage, money, bowling, and golf goals. But I feel the biggest mark I hope to leave on this world before I go to heaven to see my dad is to how many people I could help live the life they want to live. That's a measure of success for me. In my eyes, my dad was a great measure of success. He helped so many people in his life. My dad was never a rich man with money. He married my mom, who was handicapped and would never have a job. He wasn't concerned. He knew that he could provide all they needed. He never made over $35,000 a year, but he built his own house himself with the help of friends, and did it for less than $10,000, including the lot. He worked on it at night and on the weekends. He had many friends that helped him also. It was a symbol of friends working together. I don't know if I have enough friends that would help me build a house. That is a measure of success. My dad also gave himself to helping others and being a leader by his example. He lived to be inspired by. He is my inspiration to start Mills Way and to write my 4th book. He has inspired me to help many people as I can. After he graduated high school, he went into the Army and excelled in it. He took leadership roles and was in the hills in a tank command as a sergeant in the Korean War, and did all he could do to help his soldiers in his unit and protect the infantry that was on the ground fighting around him. When he came back from the Korean War, he took a tool and die job at a factory called International Harvester in Rock Island, Illinois. They made tractors. It was about a 40-minute drive to work each way. He worked there for 38 years till they closed the plant up and moved it to another state. His time there, he was a shop steward for the union. Again, putting himself into leadership roles to help others in the plant. I never remember hearing him complain about going to work. I don't remember him ever calling in sick. I know he had times his back was hurting, his leg was hurting, he had an upset stomach. No matter what, he went to work. Over the years, I've seen people that called in sick with the slightest headache, stomach ache. I've had employees that called in sick over 10 times a year. He inspired me to go to work and work hard. I don't remember ever missing a day of work since 1976. Again, he is my measure of success. He also volunteered for the Bowling Association for over 50 years, helping bowling be a good experience for over 3,000 of its members. He also helped as a state and national bowling delegate. He also volunteered as a kids bowling coach for over 35 years. So many kids called my dad his dad, their dad. He cared so much for them and helped them in so many ways. They all seemed to enjoy bowling after working with my dad. That's a measure of success. Even on his deathbed, he could not quit inspiring me. Imagine him in the living room, laying in the hospice bed. He had lost half his body weight in less than 5 months. He was diagnosed with bone cancer just a month earlier. The hospice nurse comes to our house, comes in the living room and says she needs to change the bed sheets and give my dad a sponge bath. I never heard my dad complain before about pain in his whole life until the last 18 months of his life. For about 2 years, he was diagnosed with just having a pulled back muscle, till we finally got him to go to another doctor and they diagnosed him with bone cancer. So when the nurse touched his arm, he began to scream in pain. They said that just with bone cancer, every time you move, a bone is fracturing. They had to take my mom and sister out of the room. I just sat there and tried talking to him to keep his mind off the pain. But again, every time the nurse touched him, it was breaking a bone. I couldn't imagine the feeling of pain. When she was done, she was packing up her stuff and apologizing to my dad for putting him through all that. He lifted up his head with some of the last words he said before he went into a coma. He said, "Thank you so much for everything you do for us. We really appreciate this." That is a measure of success to me. Wow, he couldn't even be mean on his dying bed. His only concern was that my mom was going to be okay. He had no other concern. We kept telling him that she would be fine, to go to heaven, to be with his dad, brother, nephews, mom. But my niece was at a softball tournament, nationals. We believe he hung on till my last niece got back to town to say goodbye. That is an awesome measure of success in my eyes. That is my dad. I hope to have as many people love me when I die as he had. What is your measure of success? Are you working on reaching your goal of success? Best thing to do is first write it down on paper and then post it above your desk at work, at home. Stay focused on it. Enjoy life every day. Enjoy everyone in your life every day. Make it happen. Have a great day.